Across the planes, entities offer their gifts, and sometimes mortals accept. Corruption. Something dark has taken root, invited willingly to obtain more power, or perhaps as the tragic consequence of a heroic stand against evil. There's always a way to introduce some kind of corruption into your adventure, and having creatures afflicted by it is a great way to make dark influences visible and tangible to the players. Corrupted enemies serve as a perfect middle step between ordinary humanoid foes and full-blown monstrosities, without making that jump feel too sudden. It also often comes with physical change. When something is corrupted, it mutates, often towards the source of the corruption. Due to all of this, it perfectly shows the influence of something otherworldly and dangerous on the human form. So let's bring this concept to the table and translate it into cool gameplay. A body that simply can't contain what has been poured into it. Inhuman strength and tenacity at the cost of everything else. We want to convey this concept via gameplay, so have every ability tell part of that story. The champion's festering blade infects the target with a festering wound, a parasitic growth turning healing into harm. Suddenly, the usual rhythm of combat, damage, healing, is broken, and messing with healing always unnerves players. Now they feel how dangerous it is to let this infection take root, both mechanically and narratively. Whatever set root within the original creature has long overtaken its host, and all that is left is the need for more growth. Now, let's talk about how creatures like the Corrupted Champion use their presence within an encounter to make your narrative and world building feel more alive. In the Hellride video, I talked about support creatures, how support creatures make the world feel more alive as they create visible relationships between monsters and show hierarchy, make encounters interactive to the players due to the choices they offer. Creatures like the champion take that energy and focus it into one centerpiece. So they take what the support creatures are offering and have the players witness what their whole faction is all about. On the gameplay level, this provides players with several ways to interact. The players can target the supports to weaken the champion, or risk focusing the centerpiece while under pressure in an attempt to eliminate the greatest threat and leaving the vulnerable support cast exposed. Players easily understand that logic behind a fight and the dynamic between the different actors. Especially martially inclined characters love to fight against champions, giving you the opportunity to gift them an epic duel at the center of the whole encounter, with both the parties and the enemy pouring their resources into the brutal brawl in their midst. And that's the champion's purpose: to take everything you've built up narratively and make it visible, interactive, and even personal on the battlefield, and then have your players kill it. Fighting the Corrupted Champion makes your chosen flavor of corruption tangible for the players. Have your players stumble upon the remains of a fallen order of pilgrim knights who were overcome by the forces they sought to purge. Have them discover secret warrior cults within the Royal Guard who partake in strange rituals to grow in power. Or have them clean up the corrupted mess left behind by the previous saviors of the realm, only to discover that the real threat still looms. I could go on and list more and more story prompts here, but I already did that, as well as foreshadowing scenes and read aloud prompts to spice up the combat encounter in the immersive integration of the creature. This immersive integration exists for every regular Beneos token creature release. That means that becoming a patron gives you instant access to more than 200 custom creatures, as well as hundreds of SRD creatures. Everything is downloadable via the Beneos cloud. It's just one click and you're done. I hope our corruption has taken hold within you, causes you to like, subscribe, and possibly even share this video with a fellow DM. You can also support us on Patreon to prevent us from having to seek out otherworldly powers to keep the lights running and keep our cats fed. As always, take care and see you with the next release.